Hello everyone, new video at Wealthy Primate. In today's video we are going to discuss Bitcoin and also we are going to talk about XRP. So here on the 4 hours time frame, as we can see, we got rejected from this resistance up here, and I think I didn't post any video since we were right here, and I was expecting the price to actually go down even more than this, and we will talk about this as well. So as I said, we got rejected from this level, and if you go on a smaller time frame, let's say if we go on the 1 hour, you will find or you will see your resistance or cluster and your demand or supply zone. So the supply zone actually is you take this point, the one before the dump and the last point, then you just draw your supply zone. So I'll just give you an example. Probably from here you can actually spot your supply zone or demand zone. So the supply zone, for example, if you're in downtrend and you make something like this, so this becomes your supply zone from here to here. It's a bit more complicated than this, but overall this is the idea. So what do you expect? You expect if the price bounces when it gets to this cluster, which is the supply zone, actually will be rejected. So if the price goes down, it has to make another low, then it will have another stab on it. So if it gets rejected again, this also the low between these two highs will be taken, so we will go even lower than this. And actually this is what happened. If you pay attention here, we went down, then we went up, we tried to pierce again, then we got rejected, we made this double top, then from there price has dropped significantly, and we have seen this low got taken, and this is what we call actually an M pattern. In what you expect the price to go lower. And the other thing you should pay attention to is this neckline. So you just draw here and you will find your next resistance, and as we can see, this is the resistance that got us to this level, as we can see for now. So this is what's happening with Bitcoin. We're still ranging in the same range. If we go on a bigger time frame, you can see things clearer, and as I can see for now, if I just draw a trend line, and by the way, trend lines are a bit subjective, so each one will draw them on his own way. So I'll try to be as objective as I could be. So if I draw my trend line here, I'll say we already got rejected from this trend line for the first time. And what I believe will happen now, I think because if we go on smaller time frame, let's say the 15 minutes, and see which level we held on the Fibonacci, we will find almost the golden ratio. So on some exchanges we actually hit this golden ratio. Then what usually happens if we get another stop, and probably we are going to get as high as these levels at 67, or we can stop at 67k just here, and you will have all this as resistance as well, plus the trend line. So what I'm expecting now is a bit we rally to these levels, 67k probably, then we continue to go down. This is if we don't get through this trend line and we go up again. But for now there is no actually a clear breakout that's happening or clear buying volume. So I will keep you guys updated on the daily. Still the same things, we are seeing the same things over and over again. Probably we can go as low as 62k, then we start to go lower if it doesn't hold, because 62k, as we can see, these candles closed here, then here this one, and also this one. We wicked, we grabbed liquidity, and now we are going to backtest it again. But all this would be invalid if actually we take the 71k first, all right, because it was a big supply zone. Then we start to make a base, and probably we go as high as 80k or even more, then we drop again for accumulation phase. This is what I think about Bitcoin. Let's jump to XRP. So let's go to XRP. As we can see, XRP on the daily, it's not looking good, but the only thing that I spot on XRP is actually we probably already started the accumulation phase. So I'm seeing this wyckoff accumulation behavior actually, and this is what it actually does. Usually it hits back here again, or it goes up here, then it continues here. So we have two scenarios, whether to come down here, or we make another high to 180, then we drop again. But as I can see now, everything is related to Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin decided to just dump from here, you know what's going to happen to XRP. We're gonna see you at 90 cents. Other than that, everything is fine, no need to panic. But the only thing you should pay attention to is this rejection. We are getting rejected by this trend line, and you know, once we get rejected, things can get really ugly. So the technical target actually can go as low as 47k. So 47k could be actually your bottom, since it coincides with this level down here, and this is what can happen. And everything is related to data. We adhere to data. If we see something different, we have to say this is now new data. We cannot just always say this is what's going to happen. This is trading. Actually, you have to be updated always, and you have to change your opinion once you see the data is changing as well. So this is what I'm going to talk about in this video, about the Bitcoin dominance. Just pray for this dominance to go down if Bitcoin goes down as well. So see you guys in the next one, and take care.